Let's get started. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this Wednesday class. No, it's Thursday class. And this is going to be a standing flow today, very similar to the one from yesterday, but taught better because I've rewatched the video and didn't do so well yesterday. So we're going to start by standing up. And we're going to do Kati Chakrasana first, and then we're going to come to a point of stillness and just observe the body. So taking the feet nice and wide apart, soft in the knees, and if you want to give yourself an extra bit of grounding, you can sort of bounce into your knees and feel that strong connection with your feet. And I need to do that, as obviously the conversation we've just had before class demonstrates. A little bit of grounding wouldn't hurt today. And then once you feel that connection with your feet, you can begin to twist from side to side. And here, making sure that you've got that little bit of lift through your abdominal muscles. Perhaps you've engaged your pelvic floor as well. But allowing the shoulders to be really soft and the arms to be loose and heavy as they wrap the body at the end of your movement. Focus today on the feeling of your arms moving through space. If your arms are bare, the feeling of the air passing over them, or passing through your fingertips, the backs and the palms of the hands. Try to immerse yourself in that sensation. And then when you're ready, you can gently pivot on your toes. And then when you're ready, you can add a little bend of the knees in the center, only if you want to. Still maintaining that connection with the sensation of your arms moving through space. When you're ready, just allow your bend to release. Bring your feet back to steadiness and sway yourself back to stillness. And when you come into your stillness, if it's comfortable closing your eyes or gazing gently down, and simply observe. So there's no need to stand yourself really tall, just observe where you finish. And the feelings in your body. The sensation of going from movement to stillness. Perhaps you can feel a gentle vibration or thrum or movement inside the body, inside your skin. Perhaps you notice your heart rate or your breath. Just a little bit more than you did before. Then when you're ready, you can bring your hands to Namaste, your palms at the center of the chest. Lift the chest and take your chin only towards your chest. just until you feel a gentle lengthening down the back of the neck, across the shoulders perhaps, smiling to yourself. And from here we're going to do a little neck roll. So rolling your left ear towards your left shoulder, and then rolling back to the center, chin to chest, rolling right ear to right shoulder, and back to the center, chin to chest. Going side to side, gentle, slow, controlled movements, and doing what really feels good here. So if it feels good to just lengthen a little bit against any tension that you're holding, that's okay, but not pushing, not forcing, not straining. And we can tell that we're not pushing, forcing, or straining because our face will be able to remain relaxed. And your breathing will also be nice and gentle. There won't be any holding of the breath. Next time you bring your left ear to your left shoulder, we're going to lift the chin up instead. And then take the right ear to the right shoulder. So a little bit of a D shape, rolling chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder, lifting the chin up and over, not back, just up, right ear to right shoulder. One more time around. And when you bring your chin to the chest, this time we'll reverse the motion, taking the right ear to the right shoulder, lifting chin up, left ear to left shoulder, rolling chin to chest. 2 more times in this direction. And finishing as you draw your chin to your chest. Take a moment, remember to smile, and then bring your head upright and release your hands down to your sides. Excellent stuff. We're going to begin to loosen off the shoulders, so making some nice big shoulder rolls. And if it feels comfortable, you can sort of give your knees a little bit of a bend with this. Sometimes it feels good to put the whole body into it, but you don't have to if you don't want to. And then we'll go the opposite way as well. This is the direction my shoulders don't like. You can tell by the gurning that happens on my face. Perhaps you've got a direction that the shoulders don't like so much. Then we're going to bring the fingertips to the shoulders. We're going to make elbow circles. So you can start small if you want to. I'm going to go straight into big ones today. Bringing the elbows towards each other and up. Bringing the shoulder blades towards each other and down. So just making whatever circles feel good with your shoulders. With this nice increased movement, perhaps, than the things that you've done so far in your day. So just easing into it. At the bottom of this movement, we're going to reverse. Take the elbows behind the body if you can and up. Bring the elbows together in front of the body and down. You can coordinate with your breath, but you guys are all good breathers. So if you're breathing deeply and moving at the same time, then it's yoga. It doesn't need to be rigidly coordinated. One more in this direction. And then releasing the arms down to the side. So we've got this, if your feet aren't wide, as wide as hip width, shoulder width, sorry, then widen them a little bit for this next practice. And if you prefer to have your toes turned out a bit, you can, for stability. So we're going to keep the knees a little bit soft, and we're going to make some big circles with the one arm at a time. And so bring your right hand to your tummy, and I want you to feel that you've got your tummy muscles engaged. That's what the hand's there for. And with the other hand, reach the fingers and the arm long forward and up, And then as the arm comes back behind you, twist a little bit in the torso, maybe also with the neck to look behind you. Okay? So breathing in, forward and up. We're going to coordinate with this one. Breathing out, back and down. Firm in the belly. Breathing in, forward and up. Breathing out, back and down. We'll do one more in this direction. Breathing in, forward and up. Breathing out, back and down. Excellent. Swapping hands. Firming the belly. Breathing in, reaching the right hand forward and up. Breathing out as you twist gently through the torso. Releasing. Breathing out, back to the center. Breathing in, forward and up. Breathing out, back and down. Breathing in, forward and up. Breathing out, back and down. Last one. Breathing in, forward and up. Breathing out, back and down. Excellent stuff. So we're going to continue with the shoulders just a little bit because they're going to work quite hard today. And we're going to keep the hand on the belly. So right hand comes to the belly. This time we're going to make our left elbow, nice and loose and like it's a broken arm. I can see quite a few of you swinging your arms just like this. Excellent. If you ever did like this sort of thing when you were young, trying to pretend to be I'm going to stop talking now because I'm babbling. Okay, so we're going to bring the elbow towards the ear and the top of the head, and then release the elbow behind us and down. The arm stays bent all of the time, nice and soft. Sweeping the elbow forward and up, drawing the elbow back and down. You might notice you've got a little bit more range of movement with the arm nice and soft, and maybe for some of you less range of movement. That's okay. We'll do one more like this. This is very similar to the exercise we did on the floor last week. And then once we've done 4 of those, we're going to do it with the whole body. So if you want to, you can open your whole torso into this movement. And you don't have to do this if it doesn't feel comfortable. You can just continue to do 4 more of the simple movement with just the arm. We'll do one more in this direction. Aces, then we're going to swap sides, swapping hands. Nice soft elbow. You can do any of your drama club things with it, and then just making nice big circles, always forward and up, elbow back and down. Soft, it's static to begin with, the rest of the body. And then if you want to, you can do it with more of your body. So you can allow your torso to move with the movement. And how much you do that is entirely up to you. We're going to do 2 more. Don't worry about the clicks and the clunks, as long as they don't feel sore. Okay, coming back to center when you're ready, and just rolling out anything that needs rolling out, wiggling out anything that needs wiggling out. Fabulous. So before we come to do our standing flow, we're going to also open the hips a little bit, or mobilize the hips a little bit. So finding a point of focus ahead of you that's not moving, transfer your weight onto your right leg and lift your left knee up in the air, and then making circles with the knee. So moving the femur, the thigh bone, in the hip joint as you stand on one leg, and try not to wobble too much. Wobbling is okay, as long as you don't fall over. And then the opposite way as well. Ooh, that's the money shot. Firm in the belly, using your point of focus, using a little wall for support if you need to. And then floating the feet together, or at least back down to the mat. Same thing on the other side, firm in the belly, point of focus, bending the right knee, sorry, making big circles, or as big as feels comfortable for your hips with your leg. It's much easier to do without talking, I have to say. One more in this direction. And then reversing the movement. And noticing if you've got one side that behaves differently from the other. If you've got any clunks or clicks or clonks. And then floating the feet together. Those observations are really just for you. It's about understanding your practice and what yoga does for you. Okay. But if you ever have any questions about those observations, just ask, no problem. So, I'm going to do the first part of the salute here, standing straight on, and then for the rest, I will turn sideways. So we're ready to do the first part of our standing salute. And the first time we do it, we're going to do each of the side movements and the twists 3 times, and then we'll hold our forward bend for 3 breaths. So bringing your feet underneath your hips, lifting the toes off the mat, drawing them up so you feel a length perhaps on the sole of the foot, spreading the toes out, big toes down first and other toes as individually as possible to the mat. And hopefully that makes your foot feel wide and spread. Try to avoid gripping the mat with the toes if you can. Take your awareness to your arches and feel a gentle engagement of the arch upwards. And you can see that as you look down at your feet, but you always keep that point where the big toe joins the foot on the floor, that knuckle of the big toe. And then lifting the energy up the legs. So drawing your knees up towards your hips by engaging your quadriceps, feeling your pelvic floor engage as you gently maybe tuck your tailbone under a bit for some people, firming in the belly, drawing the shoulder blades towards each other, lengthening through the crown of the head and turning the palms forward. Tadasana. Let's spend 3 breaths here, closing the eyes or gazing gently downward. And then we'll begin breathing in Tadasana. Breathing out as we bring the hands to the center of the chest. Open your eyes anytime. Breathe in, reach the arms up, separate the hands, and as you breathe out, drop your shoulders down. We're going to breathe in as we reach over to the right side. Breathe out back to center. Breathe in over to the left. And breathe out back to center. 2 more times. Breathing in as you reach long, firm in the belly. Breathe out as you return. Breathe in as you reach long. Breathe out as you return. Breathing in, lengthening your left side. Breathing out to center. Breathing in, lengthening your right side. Breathing out to center. Breathe in as you drop your elbows wide and bending at the elbows, the arms. Breathe out as you twist to the right. Maybe you want to move your knees as well. Breathe in back to center. Breathe out, twist to the left. Breathe in back to center. Breathing out as you twist. Breathe in as you return. Breathe out as you twist. Breathe in as you return. One more time, breathing out. Breathing in, firm in the belly. Breathing out. And breathing in. Breathing out, we're going to reach the arms long. We're going to breathe in as we drop the hands back, slightly opening the chest. And as you breathe out, fold forward from your hips into a forward bend, soft knees on the way down. Nice and slow. When you get into your forward bend, you can hold elbow to elbow. We can just turn the backs of the hands to the floor. Relax the crown of the head towards the floor and take 3 long, deep breaths. Now, if you have a neck and shoulders that are tense, sometimes rolling your shoulder blades down the back can really help create a little bit of length down the back of the neck. One more deep breath in. And deep breath out. And on this variation, we're going to roll up. So bend the knees deeply and then scoop the belly in, rolling up from your standing forward bend. As you come up to Tadasana, maybe just rolling the shoulder blades towards each other to open the chest. And then exhaling. Very good. So this was our first round, just nice and gentle. And we're exploring the movement of the body as we go. So from now on, for future rounds, we do each of the side bends and the twists just once to each side. And when we come up from our standing forward bend, we're going to come up through a chair posture. So it will come from standing forward bend, we'll bend the knees deeply and sweep the hands forward to sit into chair before we come up. It will happen all in one movement. It's just so you know what we're going to do. So I'm going to move to the front of my mat, or towards the front of my mat, and we'll begin our second round. So on this round, we're going to do a half press. So from the forward bend, we're going to take the hands onto the thighs. We're going to press halfway up. So we've got a long back and then fold down. We're going to do it 3 times. Okay? Awesome sauce. So standing in Tadasana, turning the palms forward, firming the belly, lengthening through the back of the neck. Inhaling here. Exhaling the hands to Namaste. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale as you separate the shoulders and draw them down the back. Inhale as you reach all the way to the right side. Exhale back to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale back to center. Inhale, drop the arms wide, bend at the elbows. Exhale as you twist to the right. Inhale back to center. And exhale, twist to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, reach the arms high and open the chest as you inhale. Exhale, fold forward, soft knees coming into your forward bend. We'll hold just for 1 breath in the forward bend. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Then we're going to take the hands to the thighs to begin with. Roll the shoulder blades towards each other, and as you inhale, press into your hands to lengthen your torso. Exhale, fold towards your legs, maybe soften your knees a little bit deeper. Inhale again, roll the shoulder blades together, lift in the belly. Maybe lengthen the legs a little. Exhale as you fold. We're going to do 1 more. Rolling the shoulder blades together, lifting the back of the body up. And exhaling, folding. And then releasing the hands down, we're going to bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the hands forward, almost into chair pose, reaching all the way up. And exhale as we finish by drawing the hands down to Namaste. Inhale, release the arms. We're going to add chair pose this time. Exhale, bring the hands to Namaste, firm in the belly. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, separate the hands, drop the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen all the way to the right. Exhale, return to center, firm belly. Inhale, all the way to the left. Exhale, return to center. Inhale, drop the elbows wide. Exhale as you twist, soft knees. Inhale, back to center. And exhale as you twist. Inhale, back to center. We're going to reach our arms up at the same time. Exhale, fold forward into your forward bend. Hold for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. We're going to do one press, hands to the thighs. Inhale, roll the shoulder blades together. Press halfway up. Exhale, folding back down to your legs. Bend your knees deeply. Inhale, sweep the hands forward and sit your bottom down, coming into chair pose. Doesn't matter if you're high up or low down. We're going to hold for 3 breaths. Inhale, use that space between the shoulder blades. Exhale. Inhale, maybe you want to tuck your tailbone under a bit. Exhale. Inhale, lift your belly. Exhale. We'll take one more deep breath in. And exhale as we fold down into our forward bend again. A breath in the forward bend, breathing in. And breathing out. Hands onto the thighs for a half press, breathing in. Rolling the shoulder blades together. Breathing out. And then we're going to come up as we inhale. Sweep the hands forward, bend the knees. Come through that chair pose to stand tall and open the chest. And exhale. Hands to namaste. Inhale, release the arms. And just take a moment while I show you the next pose. So from our chair pose this time, we're going to be in chair and we're going to come into twisted dancer. So the elbows are very similar to the ones that we use in that twist at the beginning of the practice. We keep our knee bent and our foot flexed, and you're just drawing the elbow towards the knee, a little twist, and then we'll come back into chair pose and we'll do the other side. So it's a little sort of bounce in and out of chair in the middle. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay, smashing stuff. So we're standing tall in Tadasana, lengthening all the way up, firm in the belly as we inhale. And exhale, hands to namaste. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, separate the hands, drop the shoulders. Inhale, lengthen to the right side of the body. Exhale as you return. Inhale, lengthen to the left side of the body. Exhale as you return. Inhale, drop the elbows wide. Exhale as you twist to the right. Inhale, back to the center. And exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to the center. We're going to reach the arms up at the same time, firm in the belly. Exhale as you fold over your legs, bending as much as you need to. One deep breath as you hold the forward bend. And exhaling here. Then we're going to do the halfway press, hands to the thighs, roll the shoulder blades together, lift the chest, and exhale here. And we're going to sweep the arms forward, inhaling, sit into chair pose. Exhaling here. And then inhaling, bringing the left elbow to the right knee. Doesn't matter if you've done the other side. Exhaling, see if you can hold. Inhale again here. And exhaling. Let's move. Inhale as we come back to chair pose. And exhale, we'll hold here one more time. And then inhale to the other side. And exhale. Inhale again. And exhale. Inhale, come back into chair pose. And exhale as you fold over your legs. Let's do a halfway press. Inhale, hands on the thighs or the shins if you prefer. And exhale down. And then we'll come up. Inhale, sweep the hands forward. Sit the bottom down as you stand tall, open the chest. Exhale, hands to namaste. And then just relax for a moment. Excellent. So at the end of every one of these rounds, excuse my fiddling with the trousers, we'll have just a moment while I show you the next bit. So we're going to add again here. So from the twisted dancer pose, we're going to come into warrior 3. So this is where it's useful if you've got that wall to hold on to, then you can use that. Warrior 3, long arm, long leg. Doesn't matter how high off the ground your foot is. And we're going to keep a little bit of softness in the standing knee here. We're going to hold, if we can, for 3 breaths. and then come back through twisted dancer, back into chair pose. But in the center, we're going to fold into the forward bend and do a halfway press, and then come back into the forward bend, back into chair to go to the other side. Okay, so instead of going straight from one side to the other, we'll just do this standing vinyasa in the center. Okay, so standing in Tadasana, standing tall as you breathe in, and breathing out the hands to Namaste. Breathing in and reaching the arms up. Breathe out as you separate the hands and drop the shoulders. Breathe in and reach the left hand over to the right side. Breathe out back to center. Breathe in, reach the right hand over to the left side. Breathe out back to center. Breathe in as you drop the elbows wide. Breathe out as you twist to the right. Breathe in back to center. Breathe out, twist to the left. Breathe in back to center and reach the arms up, lift the chest. Breathe out as you fold forward into your forward bend, soft knees if you need to. Hold for a deep breath in, roll the shoulder blades towards each other, and a deep breath out. We're going to press up, hands onto the thighs. Deep breath in, roll the shoulder blades together, lengthen the back of the neck. Deep breath out. Soften the knees, breathe in, sweep the hands forward and come into chair pose. For a deep breath out. Move as you inhale, deep breath in, come into twisted dancer, deep breath out. Move as you inhale, firm in the belly, point of focus on the floor perhaps. Reach your heel back behind you and your hands forward, deep breath out. Hold firm in the belly, deep breath in, deep breath out. One more, deep breath in, deep breath out. As you move, inhale, bring your right leg forward to your left elbow. Bit wobbly is okay, deep breath out. Move as you inhale into chair pose, deep breath in, deep breath out. Move as you inhale, fold into your forward bend, deep breath in, deep breath out. Hands onto the thighs for a halfway press. Inhaling, deep breath in, deep breath out. Fold into your forward bend one more time. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Bend the knees, breathe in as you come into chair pose. Deep breath out. Move as you inhale, left side, deep breath in, twisted dancer, deep breath out. Move as you inhale, firm in the belly, coming into warrior three, deep breath in. Deep breath out and hold for 2 more breaths. Really press through your heel in. Draw your shoulder blades together as you breathe out. Lift in your belly in. And out. Move as you inhale, coming back into twisted dancer. The transitions are challenging. Use your core. Deep breath out. Inhaling into chair pose. Deep breath in. And as you breathe out, let's fold in the deep breath out. Hands onto the thighs, come for a halfway press, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Fold into your forward bend again, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Bend the knees, we're coming up now, breathing in, sweep the hands forward, drop the bottom, stretch the front of the body up. And a deep breath out as you come back into Namaste to finish. Relax the arms down to the sides. Take a moment. So I'll probably fiddle with my waistband every time. You can do whatever you need to do. Sometimes we just need a few breaths where we're not moving to catch up with ourselves. So at the end of, so in our next round, gets better every time. We're going to hold our warrior three only for 1 breath, and then we're going to step the foot down to the floor and come into warrior one. And we're going to hold warrior one for 3 breaths, but we're going to move up and down. So we're going to breathe in as we lengthen the front leg, breathe out as we bend the front knee. So we'll do 3 breaths, but we'll do it like this, and then we'll hold the full posture for 3 breaths as well. So things to remember with warrior one are that you need your feet to be hip width apart when you look down at the floor, because if you step one foot behind the other, it's really hard to hold. So We'll focus on feet when we get there. Okay? Ready to do our next round, standing tall, rolling the shoulder blades down the back, lifting through to the crown of the head. Deep breath in. And bringing the hands to namaste as you breathe out. Firm in the belly, you breathe in as you reach up. Breathe out as you separate the hands and drop the shoulders down. Breathe in, reaching yourself all the way over to the right side. Breathing out back to center. Breathing in, reaching all the way to the left side. And breathing out back to center. Breathe in as you drop the elbows wide, open the chest. Breathe out as you twist to the right. Breathe in back to the center. Breathe out, twist to the left. Soft knees if you need. Breathe in back to the center and reach your arms up at the same time. Lift your chest. Breathe out as you fold into your forward bend, keeping the knees soft as you move. Hold your forward bend for one deep breath in. And one deep breath out. Let's do a half press, hands onto the thighs. One deep breath in. And folding towards the legs, one deep breath out. Coming into chair pose, deep breath in as you move into chair. Deep breath out as you hold. Moving to twisted dancer, deep breath in as you move, firm in the core. Deep breath out as you hold. Moving into warrior three, deep breath in as you transition. Deep breath out as you hold. And then as you breathe in, drop your back foot down, come into warrior one. Deep breath out. Let's move up and down. Breathing in, lengthen the front leg. Breathing out, bend the front knee. Breathing in, lengthen the front leg. Breathing out, bend the front knee. Imagine someone's just drawing your heart backwards. Breathing in, lengthening. Breathing out, bending. And then we're going to hold here. So as we hold, we want to make sure that the front knee is supported by the foot and the ankle. And we've also got energy into the back outside edge of the foot and the heel. And that has the effect of switching on the arches, just as we do in Tadasana. So doing that now, lifting the arches, engaging the arches, but keeping the big toe joint on the floor. At the same time, we can tuck our tailbone slightly or activate your buttock muscles, your gluteus muscles. Firm your belly in the space between your shoulder blades. When we come to do our transition back to warrior three, we're going to do that now. So we're going to breathe in and we're just going to tip ourselves slightly forward, and we can make the back leg bouncy before we come up into warrior three. We're going to hold as we breathe out in warrior three. Inhale, coming into twisted dancer pose. Hold as we breathe out. Inhale, coming into chair pose. And as we exhale, folding here, folding over the legs, hands onto the thighs. Inhale, come to a halfway lift. Fold over the legs again as you exhale. Inhale, back to chair. Exhale as you hold. Prepare to go to the other side. Inhale, twisted dancer to the left. Exhale as you hold. Inhale, transition really firm in the core. Warrior three. Exhale as you hold. Inhale, place your back foot down. Warrior one. Exhaling here. Let's move with our breath. Inhale, lengthen the front leg. Exhale, imagine someone's drawing your upper body back as you bend the front knee. Inhaling, lengthening the front leg. Exhaling, bending the front knee. Inhaling. And exhaling. And then holding and focusing on getting your front knee supported by your ankle. Rolling into the outside edge of the feet, drawing up the arches. Thinking about tucking the tailbone under ever so slightly to activate the gluteus muscles. Keeping the back leg strong, but maybe not locked straight, drawing the shoulder blades together. Lifting in the belly muscles. Smiling, because we're awesome warriors. And then we're going to prepare to transition on our next breath in. So leaning slightly forward, the back leg becomes bouncy. Inhale into warrior three. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into twisted dancer. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into chair pose. And then exhale as you fold over your legs. Hands to the thighs. Inhale, a halfway press, rolling the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, folding down again. We're coming up to standing. Inhale, sweep the hands forward through chair to open the chest. Exhale, the hands to namaste. Relax the arms down for just a minute. Well done, everybody. It gets just a little bit more dynamic every time, a little bit more demanding every time. So on this round, yeah, we've still got more to go, sorry about that. So on this round, we've got Warrior 1 is where we ended up last time. We're going to come into Warrior 2. So I'll hold Warrior 1 for 1 breath. We'll come into Warrior 2. And for Warrior 2, you might need to step your feet a little bit further apart. I'll give you time for the transition. And when we come into Warrior 2, don't worry too much about how much you rotate your hips. Just bring yourself into what feels comfortable facing the long side of your mat. And we're going to begin with a similar movement. So we're going to breathe in, reaching the arms up and lengthening both legs, and then breathing out 3 times. Then we'll hold for 3 breaths. And then we're going to do what's sometimes called retreating warrior or peaceful warrior and extended side angle pose. We're going to go between the 2. So the legs stay the same. We just do 3 times. And then from Warrior 2, we want to come back to Warrior 1. Yes, Warrior 3, and the Twisted Dancer, etc. on our way back up. Sorry about that. Everyone falls over sometimes. Okay, so let's go. Let's stand tall in our Tadasana position. Take a deep breath in. Breathe out as you bring the hands to Namaste. Breathing in and reaching the arms up. Breathe out as you separate the hands and drop the shoulders down. Breathe in and reach over to your right side. Breathe out back to center. Breathe in over to your left side. Breathe out back to center. Breathe in as you drop the elbows wide. Breathe out as you twist. Breathe in and back to center. Breathe out as you twist to the opposite side. Breathe in back to center and reach the arms up. Breathe out as you fold over your legs, bending the knees as much as you need to. Take a deep breath in here. And a deep breath out. Hands onto the thighs. Inhale, roll the shoulder blades together for a half press. And exhale as you fold. Inhale, sweep the hands forward, sit into your chair. Exhale as you hold. Inhale, twist into your Twisted Dancer. Exhale as you hold. Inhale, coming into Warrior 3. Extend the leg behind you. Exhale as you hold. Inhale, step that foot really far back. And exhale as you come into Warrior 1. And then inhale as you twist wide open with the arms to the long side of your mat. And make any adjustments you need to here with your legs for Warrior 2. So let's just drop the arms for a moment, okay? And focus on our alignment here. So thinking about your front knee, often I see what I'm doing here, which is a knee that's behind the ankle. It's better to have it over the ankle, even if it means stepping your back leg in towards you. So check your front knee is supported. You can see some of the toes of your front leg. And your back foot can be any direction it chooses apart from turning out. That's not useful. So sideways parallel to the end of the mat, turn slightly in as mine tends to be. And don't worry about moving your hips here. Just allow them to be wherever they fall. It'll be stronger for your pelvis, and everybody is made differently. So what we want to focus on is those big toe joints again. The arches again, lifting in the insteps, the outside edges of the feet, the heels of the feet. And then imagine you're drawing your thigh bones into your hip sockets and squeeze your buttocks. Not really, really squeeze, you just activate them. Some people prefer to be tucked under, particularly if they have a tendency to tuck their tailbones out. So then we've got a little lift in the pelvic floor, the abdominal muscles. We can take the arms wide, lengthen through into the fingertips, and turn to look at the middle finger of the left hand, or the front hand if you're doing the other side. From here, we're going to inhale, lengthen the front leg, turn to the side, raise the arms over the head, and then exhale back into your warrior two pose, trying to hit that point with the knee every time. Inhaling up, strong legs, exhaling down. One more like this. Inhaling up and exhaling down. In this position, we're going to go straight into our flowing open warriors, or peaceful warriors, and extended side angle pose. So inhale, lengthen the right arm down to the right leg, lift the left arm up. And as you exhale, take your left forearm to your left thigh, reach your right arm all the way over. Inhaling, press into the legs stay exactly the same. And exhaling, just the torso moves. Excellent. One more, inhaling, well done. And exhaling, lovely job. Then we're going to come back up to warrior two, inhaling. And then just make an adjustment. Bring your back foot in as you exhale. Sweep your right hand forward, turn your hips to the front. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale as you hold. Inhale as you transition into warrior three, lengthen the back leg. Exhale as you hold. Inhale as you transition into twisted dancer. Exhale as you hold. Inhale as you come into chair pose. And exhale as you fold over the legs. Hold for a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Take the hands onto the thighs. Do a halfway press, inhaling. And exhaling as you fold. We'll come back to chair, inhaling. Exhale as you hold chair, other side. Inhaling, twisted dancer. Exhaling as you hold. Inhale, warrior three. Exhaling as you hold. Inhale, warrior one. Exhaling as you hold, and then separating the feet a little bit more. Inhaling into warrior two. And here we're going to do the same thing. We're going to drop the arms. I apologize for having my back to you. We're just going to check that we've got the knee, the front knee in the right place over the ankle. The legs sufficiently far apart that it feels good for your hips to turn maybe just a little bit gently towards the long edge of your mat. And activating the feet, drawing the thigh bones, the leg bones into the hip sockets, activating the buttocks, not overextending or hyperextending in this back leg, just keeping it a little bit of action across the knee there. When you're ready, taking the arms out to the sides, lengthening into the fingertips, turning to look at the middle finger of the right hand. Inhale, lengthen the front leg, turn to sideways and reach the palms together over the head. Exhale, coming back into warrior two. Imagine someone's pulling your back arm backwards. Inhaling up and exhaling down. One more. Inhaling up and exhaling down. We'll come straight into our little flow with inhaling, reaching the left hand down, the right hand up. Exhaling, legs remain the same. Right forearm to right thigh, reaching left arm over. Inhaling into peaceful warrior. Exhaling into extended side angle pose. Inhaling, peaceful warrior, still firm in the buttocks and the belly. Exhaling, extended side angle pose. Inhaling back to warrior two. And as you exhale, just step your back foot in a little bit. Then you can inhale as you turn, sweeping the back hand forwards into warrior one. Exhale as you hold. Inhale as you come into warrior three, lengthening the heel behind you. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into twisted dancer. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into chair pose, both feet on the ground. And exhale as you fold. One long deep breath in your forward bend. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Exhaling here. And then hands to the thighs for a halfway press. Inhaling up and exhaling down. To come up, inhale, sweep the hands forward, drop the bottom, lengthen the whole body up. And exhale back to Namaste. Relax the arms to the sides. Take a moment. Okay, guys, so that is going really, really well, hopefully. And we're going to do it just one more time through, so we're not adding anything else. We're just going to do the same flow one more time through. And this time, as we come into Warrior Two, we're going to hold Warrior Two just for a breath and go straight into our flowing open warrior. I always call it open warrior. Peaceful warrior, extended side angle pose. Okay? So, let's take a deep cleansing breath in and sigh out through the mouth. Excellent. Let's send some good energy down to the feet to make them stick to the floor a little bit better. And then we'll begin. Stand in Tadasana as you stand tall, breathing in. And breathing out, hands to Namaste. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, separating the hands, drop the shoulders down. Inhale, reaching yourself all the way to the right. Lovely side bend. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, reaching to the left. And exhale, back to center. Inhale, drop the elbows wide. And exhale as you twist to the right. Inhale, back to center, firm in the belly. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to center and reach the arms up, maybe look up. And exhale as you fold over your soft knees into your forward bend. Inhale here. Exhale as you hold. Let's do a halfway press, hands onto the thighs. Inhale, roll the shoulder blades together. Exhale, fold back down again. Soft chair knees. Inhale, coming into chair pose. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into twisted dancer. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into warrior three. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into warrior one. Bend your front knee. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into warrior two. Step the feet further apart. Exhale as you hold. Make any adjustments you need to make. And then inhale, retreating, peaceful warrior. And exhale, extended side angle pose. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle pose. Inhale, really firm in the legs and the belly. Exhale, we're going to hold extended side angle pose for 1 or 2 deep breaths. And for anyone who wants the extra challenge, firm the belly and reach your bottom arm long as well. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Let's bring that forearm down again. We'll inhale back to warrior two. Exhale, just hop the back leg a little bit further. Inhale into warrior one, twisting to the front of the mat. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into warrior three. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into warrior, not warrior anything, twisted dancer. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into chair pose. And exhale as you fold. Hold for 1 deep breath in your forward bend. 1 deep breath out, hands onto the thighs for a press. Inhale, press halfway up, lift the belly. Exhale as you fold. Chair pose again. Inhale into chair. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into twisted dancer. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into warrior three. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into warrior one. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into warrior two. Make any adjustments you need to. Exhale as you hold. And then inhale into peaceful warrior. Exhale into extended side angle pose. Maybe bend the front knee a little bit deeper. Inhale into peaceful warrior. Exhale over extended side angle. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, extended side angle pose and hold for a couple of deep breaths. Focus on the firmness of your legs. And if you want to really add a little bit of extra challenge, lift your bottom arm off your bottom leg. Hold as you breathe. Try not to wobble too much, I am. And then release your forearm down. You're going to inhale back into warrior two. Exhale, just step the back foot forward. Inhale, sweep the back hand forward, twist into warrior one. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into warrior three. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into twisted dancer pose. Exhale as you hold. Inhale into chair pose. And exhale as you fold. Hands onto the thighs for a halfway press. Inhale, pressing up. And exhale, folding all the way down. We're going to come all the way up. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands in namaste. And here, this time, the way you release out is going to be gentle. So hands to the side. Release your feet slightly further apart. Spend a moment with the eyes gently closed or gazing downward, and allow yourself to observe the breath and the heart rate and the feelings in the body, the effects of the practice. Notice all the sensations. All the areas that feel warm, strengthened, lengthened, opened. All the areas that have given big effort. Maybe they feel like they need a little stretch out. And then take 3 really deep breaths. If you want to sigh out through your mouth, you can. Relaxing your face, relaxing your shoulders. And then when you're ready, you can bring your palms together at the center of the chest. Lift your chest and take your chin only towards your chest. Maybe you can feel that gentle lengthening. Maybe your neck is now so limbered, there is no gentle lengthening. Smile to yourself. And in your own time, raise your head, release your hands, and open your eyes. Well done, everyone. That is quite a strong flow. It has a slow start, but it does burn as it goes. So if you need to shake out your legs, you can shake out your legs. We're going to come and do a few stretches to stretch out the place between the shoulders and the arms a little bit as well. So if you want to do these stretches, you can do them sitting or kneeling. That's not a problem at all. We're going to start with eagle arms. So taking the arms wide and wrapping the right arm over the left arm. And it doesn't matter where you get to here, you can hold your upper arms, your shoulders, but if you can, reaching the fingertips towards each other behind the back of the body is great here as well. So almost wrapping around your shoulder blades if you can. And we're going to let the elbows rest towards the chest and simply breathe here. So head wherever is comfortable, maybe a gentle softness in the knees. Deep breaths in, feeling that space behind the heart, the space between the shoulder blades, expanding with your breath in. And then after your 3 breaths, maybe lifting your elbows, seeing if you can take a few breaths here. Maybe that feels good too. If it doesn't feel so good, don't hold there. And if you can, from here, bringing the backs of the hands towards each other. So we need the intention of drawing the backs of the hands together to get that feeling of length and of stretch across the shoulders. And if you can easily bring the palms together or turn the palms together this way, doesn't matter which way around you go, then bringing the palms together as well. And here, try not to let your elbows sag too much towards your body, although that might feel like a really good stretch for some people, so that's okay. But taking a few breaths, if you like this variation, taking a few breaths here, but also a few breaths with the elbows lifted to about shoulder height. And we're just holding and breathing. Again, without force, without strain, nice softness in the face, gentleness in the breath. And to release out, we're going to take the hands back to the shoulders, and maybe your hands are still there, that's okay. Arms down the body, across the belly, and we'll turn the palms open. Maybe give a little bit of an undulation, little soft wave through the body. Aces, rolling the shoulders if you need to. And we'll do the same thing to the other side. So reaching the arms really wide, crossing the left arm over the right arm, holding wherever's comfortable for you. Just notice if this side is easier or less easy. Taking a couple of deep breaths with the elbows really relaxed onto the chest or towards the chest. And then when you're ready, you can lift the elbows a little and take a few deep breaths there as well. Feel that lengthening sensation. And if you want to, you can bring the backs of the hands towards each other, keeping that intention to move the backs of the hands towards each other. Creates a different kind of stretch. And if you want to, you can bring the palms of the hands either by wrapping the forearms or by turning the palms towards each other. There are two different holds, depending on what is easier for your wrist. And if you just end up here, that's okay. If you end up with your hands on your shoulders, that's okay too. Let's just spend a few moments observing, if it feels good to lift the elbows a little bit, if it feels good to drop the elbows a little bit. Lengthening out those muscles we've worked so hard with our arms. Maybe a neutral spot between the two is good for you. And when you're ready, you can release the hands down to the shoulders, all the way down the sides of the body, across the belly, and turn the palms open. Maybe release the shoulders a little bit. Should feel nice. Okay, so we could do Gomukhasana arms here, which is the one where we put the hand up between the shoulder blades and bring the other hand down to meet it with the elbows as close to the midline of our body as possible. So if this is one that you enjoy doing, you can do this. You can do this with a belt, or you can just hold onto your clothing behind you if your fingertips don't reach. So, well, maybe, yeah, we're in it now, we may as well. So you can do this one. If this one really doesn't suit you and you find it quite tough, you can bring your top elbow up just as you would and use your other hand to help make the stretch, because what we're really trying to stretch here is the tricep and the space just underneath the armpit. So this is also an option if you would like. And it lengthens a little bit the side of the body as well. So whichever position you choose, take, let's say, 2 more deep breaths. And to release out, if you're in Gomukhasana, let your bottom hand slide down your back and come around, and let your top hand reach up, turn the palm to the side, and release down. Roll in the shoulders. Very good. And we'll do the same thing to the other side. So taking your opposite hand behind you, reaching it up between the shoulder blades, and then reaching your top hand up towards the midline of the body, and bring the fingers, if you can, together behind the body, if not onto the, this one is my stiffer side. You can see I've got just 2 fingers together, just enough. Elbows come towards the midline of the body. And take a few deep breaths here. And sometimes people overarch their chest, so you do this to be able to reach. So instead of that, just soften back in the chest. Make sure that the back is quite neutral in this position. If you want to, you can use your bottom hand to draw your top hand into a bit more of a stretch, top arm, sorry, into a bit more of a stretch if that feels more comfortable than the hold, or if you don't have access to a belt right now. Long, deep breath in. Long, deep breath out. We'll maybe hold for one more breath. Those of you in Gomukhasana are going to release the bottom hand by sliding it down the back and around the side of the body. Top hand releases up, turns to the side, and float that arm down to the side. When you get there, make any movements that feel good. Oh, it's beginning to feel really good. So we're going to do the figure 4 twist, sometimes called the reclining pigeon or the supine pigeon. Get supination and pronation wrong sometimes. And then use a wall for relaxation. But if you don't have a wall, doesn't matter. You can do relaxation lying down flat. You can rest your feet up onto a chair. I will show you that today because I do have a chair. Or you can use a sofa or a bed or whatever's handy. So if you have a chair, when we come to do it, which is not immediately, but this is to give you a chance to get any equipment that you need, you come into lying with your legs up on a chair, just as you do with legs up the wall. So you get close to the chair, rock your torso down and your feet up. And here we're looking for support underneath the low legs. So enough for the legs to really relax and the pelvis, which has done an awful lot of work today, to really, really relax too. So this is legs up the wall with a chair. Some people like to put a stack of cushions underneath their feet so they get more of a sort of long leg, and you can do that too if you like, whichever, whatever really suits you. But for now, we're just going to come down to the floor. Let me dispense the chair. We're going to come down to the floor and do our figure 4 stretches or our supine pigeon. And the reason why we're doing this is to release some of the effort we've made with the buttocks and the hips, the thighs, the muscles that support them. So we're going to start with our knees bent into the chest and just make any movements that feel good. You can roll your knees in the same direction if that feels good. You can roll one knee and then the other. I call this rocking and rolling because that's what it feels like to me, which is a really nice massage on the low back and the space across the back of the hips. And again, going in both directions. If it feels good to you, you can bring your feet together and then make your knees do nice circles. And if you want to, you can do this without your hands. You can just sort of guide your knees with the muscles of the legs. I prefer to do it with my hands. It feels a little bit more stable, but my pelvis is a bit funny, so maybe yours is too. And after all that, we're going to just release the feet to the floor one at a time. Nice wide feet, arms relaxed away from the body with the palms turned upwards, firm in your belly muscles, and just swaying the knees a little from side to side. Not looking for a full spinal twist. We've done quite a lot of that already. We're just looking for a little release of those spaces between the bottom of the ribs and the top of the hip. Excellent. And when you're ready, you can bring your knees back to center. We're going to take the right leg and cross it over the left knee. Now, if that doesn't work for you, then instead you can do crossing one leg over your straight leg and roll to the side, this twist, which would be similar length, and maybe with a little bit of support underneath your rolled towards knee, or rolled away from knee. So for those of you who can easily make this shape or find it quite comfy, we're going to draw the left foot off the floor. So we come into our figure 4 stretch, and here, just doing what feels good. I prefer to flex my feet, it keeps my knees safe. If you want to have soft feet, you can. And just beginning to sort of rock that left knee towards us and away. So the left leg is driving all the movement here, the right leg is simply passive. And then maybe a little bit side to side. And when you want to, or if you want to, you can do a little bit of rotation as well. So nice circles made with the left knee in both directions. And hopefully that feels like a good stretch on the outside of the right hip. If you want to put your left leg straight, you can. And then we'll hold maybe for a couple of breaths, maybe moving the left knee to the left to get an even better length down the right side of the right hip. But only if that feels comfortable to you. And you can adjust how it feels by how far away your left knee is. So if you draw your left knee more towards you, you'll get a different kind of stretch, different kind of place. If you let your left knee come away, maybe you feel like you could go more to the side, and that's because you've released that sensation of stretch. When you're ready, releasing the left foot to the floor, firm in the belly, and we're doing a twist from here. So allowing the left leg to come towards the floor and the right leg to follow. And here, if your right foot doesn't come to the floor and you don't feel so supported, something underneath the left thigh or underneath the right foot will really help to allow you to feel able to surrender in this position. So we're going to hold for a couple of deep breaths here. Maybe one more. And then really gently, with tummy control, coming back to the center and uncrossing the legs. And for you, those of you who've done a twist instead, then uncrossing the legs. And we're going to rest here in the center in constructive rest, this position with the knees bent, feet on the floor. And just take a moment to allow the right side of the body to settle back towards its point of balance. When you're ready, you can cross the left leg over. Again, if this doesn't suit your hips so well, long leg, crossing the left leg over if possible, or by the side and doing a gentle twist. And if you're doing that, you can hold your twist for as long as you like. If you prefer to rest out in between, it's okay too. So for figure 4 stretch, bringing the right knee now towards you, flexing the feet if that feels comfortable, leaving them loose if that feels better to you. And just begin by rocking the knee, the right knee, backwards and forwards towards the body and away. Feel what's happening here on the left side of the body. And you need to be using your tummy muscles to do this as well. So keep that belly firm here. Then maybe a little side to side. And then a little stirring motion, a little rotation, making a circle with the right knee and in both directions. When you're ready, you can move your right knee to the right and just let the left leg follow in its passive position. Maybe that feels good, feels an increasing stretch. If you don't, draw your right knee back towards you as well, and then you'll feel that stretch go around the buttock a little bit more. And you don't have to be stretching right at the edge of your limit. The idea is to simply iron out some of the effort and tension created as we practice. We want to bring the muscle fibers back into alignment. So it is like ironing or brushing them straight, the stretching that we do. Coming back to the center, dropping the right foot to the floor, firming the belly, and then taking a little twist here. And that's optional. If you don't want to do a twist here, that's okay. And you can place something underneath the outside of the right leg, the left foot, if you need a bit more support, for a couple of deep breaths here. If you can, release all of your effort, soften your shoulders, your face, your abdominal muscles. And to return to center, activating those belly muscles again, and gently drawing your knees back to the center, uncrossing the legs, and taking a moment in constructive rest, just to allow the effort of that, or the effect of that, to soften, to spread out in the body. So from here, we're going to go into our relaxation with legs up. So if you know that legs up won't suit you, you can do a normal Shavasana position. And if you want to join on the chair or on a sofa or with the legs up at bed, doesn't matter. The idea here is to create lightness in the feet. We spent most of the class on the feet and really strong work in the legs and the pelvis. We're creating the opposite effect in our relaxation. So if you've got a bit of wall, you can join me on a bit of wall. Oh, torso down, legs up, and just allowing the soles of the feet to feel this lightness. They're now waving about in the air. It's fantastic. And there's the touch of air on the soles of the feet, not just on the insteps, but across the ball of the foot, the back of the toes, the heels, the toe pads as well. And your arms here, for both relaxation lying flat or on a chair or on a wall, can be wherever is comfortable. So if you're comfortable reaching your arms over your head, that might feel really nice to open the space underneath the armpits and to feel that length down the sides of the body. But making sure that if you choose this position, your wrists, elbows, and shoulders are all in contact with the floor. If they're not, all you need to do is widen the arms a little bit until they are. And that might be out here, or it might be a bit lower down below the shoulder. If possible, turning the palms upwards. If that really doesn't feel comfortable, you can turn the palms towards the body, or you can fold the arms at the elbows and rest the hands onto your abdomen. So whichever position you want to choose. And maybe roll the head gently from one side to the other. Just a little sway. And when you're ready, bringing the head back to center. And making your final adjustments now for your comfort. And then trying to release your effort as much as possible. We'll take some deep breaths to help. So taking a deep breath in, sighing out through the mouth. Repeating 3 more times, a deep breath in. Let all of your effort go. A deep breath in. Let your muscles begin to relax. A deep breath in and surrender down into your mat. Allow your breath to fall into its natural rhythm, falling away into silence. Feel the face begin to soften, the forehead spreading,
the area around your eyes relaxing, your mouth, tongue, and jaw releasing. Become aware of the back of the body. Allow the whole of the back of the body to feel heavy, warm, supported, releasing down into the floor, the chair, the wall, whatever you're using. Become aware of the front of your body. Feel the space over you and around you. Feel the touch of air on your face. The movement of your clothes on your skin as you breathe. The sensation of holding space in the palms of the hands. Bring your awareness to your breathing and gently deepen your breath. Inhaling for the count of 3. And exhaling for the count of 3. Inhaling for the count of 3. And exhaling for the count of 3. Inhaling light, energy, harmony. Exhaling tension, fatigue, negativity. Inhaling light, energy, harmony. Exhaling tension, fatigue, negativity. Allow your breath to fall in this rhythm whenever you're aware of it. Relaxing just a little deeper with every exhalation. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back into your hands and your feet by moving your fingers and toes. If it feels good, you can roll your ankles and your wrists just a few times in each direction. When you feel ready, you can take a deep breath in and stretch. Maybe stretch the face in a yawn. Oh, maybe stretch the arms. If you've had your legs up the wall, maybe bend your knees into your chest as opposed to stretching your legs long. When you're ready, everybody can bend their knees into their chest. Make any movements that feel good with the spine. Maybe turning the head gently from side to side. Whatever suits you. Whatever you feel the urge to do. Then when you're ready, you can roll to one side, just curling up like a little baby on the side of the body. Let your feeling of attachment to relaxation last just a little longer. When you're ready, coming into any comfortable seated or kneeling position with the eyes gently closed. Rubbing the hands vigorously, getting lots of heat into the hands, pressing the palms firmly, rubbing them hard, rubbing them fast. When the hands begin to feel a little bit warm, placing the hands over the eyes. Feeling that warmth soften and release the area around your eyes. Blinking into your palms a few times. When you're ready, releasing your hands down as you open your eyes. Namaste, guys. Thank you for joining me for a wonderful practice.